Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to House of Racing of Round 7 on the Belgian Grand Prix. Alright, we're now looking at astronomy in the Alpine starting this lap. First one goes the line, starts lap. And he has a good third one. He's approaching one of the most iconic corners, Eau Rouge. He gets it nice and done. Approaching the DRS zones, opposite up, and he is trying to make a good time. Fastest also took the one, obviously, because he was the first one to start a lap. He has a good lift and he has a slight moment, and he's now approaching the hairpin. Exit the hairpin pretty well. He gets a decent exit, now approaching the pull-on. One of the hardest corner. Gets it nice and done. And now he's on his way to end his sector 2. Oh, and he lost it a bit, but he still manages to hold on. The fastest sector 2. And now he's approaching the bus stop chicane. The yellow flag is one of the, from the Mercedes are giving way to the outside, I believe. And oh, he cuts the curb and he spins off and lost it at the corner. Unfortunate from astronomy there. And V10 Ultra V10 Ultra gets a provisional pole of 1:43.8. Good job from him. Sparker up to P2 of 1:43.8. Kiwi 1:42.3. Amazing job from him. Johnny gets up to P2 of 1:42.3. But Chesney Willis gets up to P3 of 1:42.4. He's up from those top 3. And that's the top 10 has started the lap time. And the sun has a lot of severe damage on his front wing. Well, he is going to come in at the end of this lap. But there's a yellow flag. That's the McLaren. And someone has just fast, and that's Jenga Boy of 1:42.3. That's up to visual pull, and that's Mix Williams 1-2. Amazing stuff from him. This boy actually gets up to P5 for 1:42.7. Here comes V10 approaching the pit lane. Here comes Sparkle. I think, who is on his out lap, probably about to start his lap. Goes wide to get a good amount of speed and opens up the DRS to start his lap. Approaching the turn one is not going to be easy. It's one of the hardest to get it right. He nails it through. And now approaching Radion and Rouge. Chimp goes up to provisional pole, 141.9. Mid up from the Mercedes driver. Zink opens up his DRS. Is he going to set the fastest sector 1? Yes, he can. Approaching the chicane. Gets a bit of moment, but he still holds on. Approaching the hairpin, downhill. Now he's approaching Pouhon. Again, one of the most hardest corners to get right. He gets a bit of understeer entrance there, but it's all good from him. He rides over the curve slightly. He gets a good entry and good exit, fastens out, and he sets fastest sector 2. Amazing stuff from him. Yeah, well, he might be able to get provisional pole at this rate. He just has to nail the bus stop chicane correctly. And he has enough fuel. But most importantly, he is going to set a lap. Is he going to be provisional pole from Zink? No, not quite. Oh, he sets a 1 minute 42.1. He's not that far off though. He's only 2/10 away from provisional pole from Chimp. As I see, John comes out of the pit lane to start his lap. And his second run. Oh, let's see what Gary can do. He is approaching the bus stop. Not sure if he got fastest sector 2 or 1, but he goes into the pits and he retires from the pit from the entry of the pits. Unfortunate from Gabby, he has to retire from this session, and he'll probably lose up to top 10. That's unfortunate from him. But I'm hoping he can do well in the race. He has such a good pace. And let's take a look at Sparkle, who is exiting out of Rouge, and he's approaching the DRS zone, opens it up. And will he get fastest sector 1? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes, he does. He gets a good entry into the chicane. And yep, he gets a good entrance. Approaching the hairpin. Goes down the hill. And trying to get a good exit around here. Yes, he does get a decent exit, and that's a yellow flag from one of the Aston Martin. I think that's Daryl Lancer. Yeah, it is. Well, let's see what Sparkle can do. He's approaching the final sector, and he gets a bit of an understeer exit. But he doesn't get fastest sector 2. He might be able to put a decent lap, probably into top 10. And you can see Lancer there. Let's Sparkle go through. And he's approaching the bus stop chicane. He has to nail this correctly in order for him to put a decent lap. Opens up the DRS. What time is it going to be? What position? It's only P8 of 1 minute 42.5. Not bad from him. That's a pretty consistent lap time though. He is P8. That's pretty good. That's a yellow flag from one of the Alpine. That's astronomy there. I think is he gonna set another lap? Probably. No, he goes into the pit lane and he makes contact with the wall. But probably he doesn't have damage, so it's probably good from him. And let's see what Robert Moss. He is one of the fastest drivers. He is pretty consistent as well. Let's see what he can do. Approaching Eau Rouge, exit out of Eau Rouge, opens up the DRS. What can he do? He is trying to go as fast as possible. Will he reach as fast as sector 1? Not quite. He's only 1/10 off from the next, from the I think the drivers, but he gets a decent entry and exit there. And he gets a decent exit around there as he approaching a pool line. He lifts it there, almost goes wide, but he got decent. It's pretty decent from Robert there. As he goes a bit deep, luckily he doesn't invalidate his lap. And he doesn't set past sector 2, but what can Robert do? He is it is pretty decent from him, but what can he do at the entry of bus stop chicane? He gets a good entry, gets thought he was gonna lose it, but what would it be from Robert? It's only up to P14 or 1:43.4. Not enough improvement from Robert there, unfortunately, from him. He has to nail. He has only 4 minutes to try and jump into the pits and goes back up, unless he has enough fuel. But oh yeah, that's what we can do. Let's take a look at Lancer, who's on an outlap. He's about to start his lap. Let's see what he can do. Is Jaguar can come into the pits? No, I don't think so, because he has disabled his ERS. Yep, he goes in. But let's see what Lancer can do. It is a turn back into F1 NHR. He's started his lap, approaching turn 1. He gets a decent apex, a decent exit. Approaching Rouge and Radion. Gets a decent exit. Opens up the DRS. Let's see what the SMS can do. Will he get past the sector 1? No, not quite. He had a bit of a moment of understeer, but luckily he got away with it and did not spin. So good, very play from Lancer there. And exit out of that corner, approaching Pouron. Lifts it there, gets a good exit. And now he's approaching, and he's trying to rise up the curb. He's slightly misses the apex, but, and there's a yellow flag from that house driver. But he hasn't set the fastest sector 2, and he's 5 cents lower. I believe that's from Jim. He's trying to set it up. And he is approaching the bus stop chicane. He gets it. Oh, and he comes into the pits. But I don't think he's going to set another lap, because it's only 1 minute 50 seconds, and yep, he has it tired in the pit lane. And everyone is running that last spot on that. And the strongman has retired. I wonder why. Maybe because he has run out of time. But let's take a look at Zing, who's about to start his final run. And entrance right. Will he be able to extend his gap to the drivers to top 5? Let's see what he can do. He opens up the DRS, approaching the end of sector 1. Is it going to be improvement from sector 1? Let's see. No, not quite. He's 800 of a second slower than his personal best. But he will try not to give up, try to improve his lap time in order to extend his pole lap time. Gets a decent exit, approaching 200. I think he brakes it in there. He has such a pretty curve on the left hand side. Gets a decent entry and exit. And we'll be approaching from sector 2. Yes, 110. And he's past sector 2. Let's see what he can do. We'll be able to extend an extra margin from Jenga Boy and from the drivers behind. Let's see how well he can do. He has nailed the bus up chicane, gets a good exit, opens up the DRS. What's it going to be improving? It's 141.6 from Jim there, amazing. Then gets up to P2, 141.8. Nice job, and Jenga Boy 40 here has invalidated his lap. What can Kiwi can do? Is P6, he gets up to P4, 142.2. Decent lap from Kiwi there, gets up to P5. And oh, Josie Rez gets on the right, but luckily no validation from him. He has sponsor sector 2, where Ken gets pulled around Belgium. And there's an upcoming driver behind him. So that might cost a little bit of time, but let's see what he can do. He's approaching the bus of chicane. Can he get pole position? He gets a decent entry, gets a decent exit, opens up the DRS. Can he get pulled? No! Only 6, drops down to P7. I guess 142.1. Unfortunately from Riz did not get pulled, but he has tried his best overall. Alfie gets up to P6 of 142.1. And Jenna gets P5, Jenga up P4. Wave in the AlphaTauri gets P3 of 121.9. It was everyone had a pretty decent laps, honestly. But yep, Chant is your pole sitter for Belgium Grand Prix. He gets his pole position. Zinc gets up to P2, Wave P3, Jenga P4, Jono P5, completing top 5. Alfie P6, Riz P7, Kiwi P8, Lancer P9, and Sparkle in P10. That rounds up your top 10, but we still got the race left. Let's see what the drivers can do. Sorry about that, guys. I had to back out a bit. Chip gets up to P1, gets a decent start, but Zink is in his slipstream range, but gets up to Rouge. Can he take the lead from Chimp? Yes, he can. It's a pretty decent start from Zink. Gets up to P1. And we see a bit of drivers work well with one, but Zig has a 6 tenths gap already from between Zig and Chimp. It seems like it's gonna come down a bit. And unfortunately for Miko, he gets a drive-through. And he gets some driver, and that's Robert, who is out of the race. And that's the first VSC deployed. And Jersey gets 5-second time penalty for making collision, something I think. But Robert is your first retirement of the race, unfortunately from Robert there. But you could charge up all the way back from P14 maybe. But yep, it's VSC. And VSC has gone off. And that's a green flag racing. But okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. And Rangelboy gets up to P4, makes a move from Wave. Really amazing from him. But looks like Jonathan gets a 3-second time penalty for getting multiple warnings, and he's up to 8 seconds time penalty already in 2 laps. That's pretty unfortunate from him. But yep, everyone seems to having a pretty decent start. But I think is maintaining the lead. He is maintaining the gap. He's trying to extend it as much as he can. He is on that medium compound tires. And he sets fastest too. And the Chip is trying to gain up to Zinc. He is in the 15 way. And he had his right left. It doesn't make a collision. Will he be able to go down the inside? Not quite. He still remains. But he gets a bit of operation. But always trying to analyze and gets the front to stop of 145.4. And DRS has enabled, so that gives Chimp an opportunity to get past Zinc. He's entering the route, gets up to Radion. He is in his 15 range. And opens up the DRS. Can he make a move? He goes outside line and he makes the move from Zinc. And Jonah almost made a move from Zinc here as well. But it's a decent move from Chip there. Helps with his DRS. Oh, amazing to see Chip is back into the lead. But Vic is trying not to give up. He's still in the striking range of Chimp. And just almost runs wide. Vic is closing in quite rapidly, and Chip has run wide. That gives Zinc the opportunity to try and get past as quickly as he can. But I think he's still trying to get. I think Zink is trying to stay behind to get past Chimp with the help of DRS, which is approaching right now. He has hit the detection zone. Gets steady and decent exit there. Opposite of the DRS, he is closing, but not enough to make a move. But he is approaching the one of the longest straight, and he goes up he goes up the right one, gets an exit, opens up the DRS. Let's see how close can he get a move. He can. He gets up to P1 and he makes side contact with Chimp. And Chimp gets a bit of an understeer, and that costs Jonah and Alfie, possibly Lancer too. And Lancer almost made contact with Alfie, almost as he gets rear. But looks like it is a train forming up quite now. Let's take a look at Alfie now. He is, and Jono out of DRS already. And Robert got the second unfortunate. And Alfie gets kind of a slow exit. He looks at the apex slightly. He has enabled his ERS. He's trying to close in. And Alfie make a move here. Johnny kind of defends on the inside. And Alfie right over the curve opens up the DRS. He is trying to maintain the gap and try to close in. And Chip is probably gonna make a move here. And that's a Euro 5 VSC. I wonder what has happened. I think that's Astronomy who has spun out. And he makes contact with the wall. Not sure if he got damaged there, but he has to be steady. He might have over his tire, and Astronomy is out of the race. Will that be a safety car? I'm not sure because VSC is already out. But unfortunately from Astronomy, he is out of the race. Sadly from him, will not be able to get up point finish. And there is a VSC. And VSC has gone off, and it's a green, black gray thing. And it's about Alfie makes contact with Jono, touches his rear, but he makes a move up to P3. I think Jono might have run wide there, but Lancer seems to be like closing up on him. He is up to P4 now. Goes past Jono, goes up to P4. More than him. Jono, I mean, he is on a hard compound tires, so he is going to be on a long game here in the Belgian Grand Prix. And let's take a look at Jenga Boy, who is behind Sparkle. And Sparkle has turned on his DRS. And I think Jenga might be able to get him up there. And that's a red flashing light from Sparkle there. Jenga is trying to close in with the help of DRS and Slipstream. But it's not going to be close enough to make a move. Sparkle goes a bit deep, so does Jenga. yep, you'll not give up. You'll try and goes past Sparkle and Lancer, who's a P4, gets 3 second time penalty. Sorry for him, that might affect him from the getting up to P4. And Clark gets a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. And let's take a look at Riz. He is close to Jenga Boy. And Jonathan gets 3 second time penalty. And Jenga gets very close and he tries to make a move from Sparkle. And there's still wheel to wheel. But Jenga has DRS. He can regain a move from him. And he goes down the inside. And Sparkle slows down to get DRS from Jenga. And he almost makes, I think he touches his wheel. And that gives Sparkle the opportunity to go past Jenga once again. And he makes contact and Jenga had to back out of it. But I hope Jenga will try and close in from Sparkle there. And that's a yellow flag. Jonathan is out. And that's Ultra Indy has lost it. And that's Jonathan out. And it's a safety car. That might give some people an opportunity to go into the pit. And Jonathan's about to touch down closer from him. But let's see, I think goes after the pit, Chip has stayed out, and Alfie. Later has gone into the pit as well. What tire would it be to go on the Haas driver? It looks like it's hard compound tires. Might be able to go toward the end, but let's see what he can do on those hard compound tires. And Atlantic goes into medium compound tires. Might be able to go to the end as well if he manages his tire well. As Sparkle has also pitted for medium compound tires. Jenga goes softs. It's just a strategy from Jenga there. Riz is going to hards. Gabby in P9 goes hards also. So does Wave. And the rest of the people in the outside of top 10. car, and Clark has yet to reach the safety car. They have to close in pretty quickly, as quick as they can. But no, someone has to quit that. Now, that's Jono. He's on his 7th lap compounded tire. What tire will he be go on? He goes mediums. He will for sure go to the end now. So does SSC Clark. As the close and probably the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. I think. And he goes, Clark goes medium compound tires. Clark has 5 seconds after for crossing the pit lane. Pressure from him. He can serve that penalty if he decides to box again. And let's see what Clark can do. Will the safety car coming beyond the snap? I'm not so sure. I thought they go well. Nope, they're staying out on another lap. They will come in at the end of next lap, hopefully. And there we go. Safety car is coming into the slot, and I'm seeing the chat that Clark has was slowing down apparently, and that's the reason why the safety car didn't come in. And I'd say probably. I think I don't think it would matter anyway. But anyway, and it's almost green flag running. Chip is leading. Can he get a good restart? He is exiting out of the final corner. And it's green flag running. Let's see what these drivers can do. So careful with the 10 laps of really couple of tires which he is still on at the start of the race. He slowly exerted his gap, and Alpha has run wide there. That gives the vehicle ability. And can he go around the outside of Alfie? He goes wheel to wheel. There's still wheel to wheel. And I think Alfie has lost it. He's dropped 2 positions back. And Zink gets up to P2 once again. And Lancer goes wheel to wheel with Zink. Can he get a good exit? Running outside he goes. Basic move from Lancer there. And the Aston Martin. Can he now catch up to Chimp? Who is 5 tenths? He is gaining up. He is within the Supreme range. Let's around that corner. And goes a bit deep. God gets a 3-second time penalty. And Lancer is trying to make a move. But from Chip, can he do it? He's approaching the bus stop chicane. Is he gonna go around the outside? No, he can't. Chip's defensive quite hard, and Sparkle almost makes contact with Zink, and Jaguar is looking forward to making that move. And DRS won't be able to make that, so that might give him an opportunity if he still remains behind. But let's see Lancer again. Let's see what he also gets 3-second time penalty. Lancer's will to win with Jim. He goes up to P1. Can he still hold on? Jim is still on the inside line. And he makes contact with Lancer. Rocking a 3-second time penalty. And Lancer gets a decent switchback. And goes down the inside. He makes the move done. Chip had a bit of moment there. And he makes contact and spun off. Chip has lost it. Drops down quite a lot. He's outside the points now, unfortunately from Chip. That might look into the stewards there at the end of this race. Yourself, Gonzalez, glad to see you here, buddy. How you doing, lad? But Lancer gets up to P1, 2 seconds ahead from P2, and Gabby gets up to P3, and there is up to P4, P5 for Sparkle. Well, I haven't been up F1 that much, but I would say it's definitely going a bit well. Yo, what's up, Brad? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, mate. I think Wave has done a move. Let's take a look at the midfield then. Okay, and Wave goes a bit wide. I don't know what has happened there, but Alfie has already arrested. Can Wave make a move? He slips because he doesn't want to make contact while going 3 wide. And Q has lost it. Kiwi, and he has reset the track. Oh, that's a pusher from Kiwi. We might have to look into the sewers net, and I think that's. Oh, and Elfie has a bit of a damage. I think that's his part of his. Yep, that's on his front wing. It's gonna be a bit tough from him since he has lost a bit of a downforce there. But let's. I hope Alfie can do well. Hoping everyone does well. Nothing's going on. Let's take a look at McLean. Our defender for resetting here joined the league a few days ago. Yes, but there is a penta for resetting the track. And Latta gets a bus stop of 145.4. Yeah, definitely Gonzalez. That I mean, But let's take a look at Wave. I think DRS has been enabled, and Alfie has retired. Unfortunately from him, no problem about right there, and gets Goose plus Ultra there. Clark gets another 3-second time penalty. And it's a safety car because of the retirement from Alfie there, unfortunately. And Clark as well. Yeah, but he's the former Open champ in last season. So we might see some people going into the pit, and we're slowly climbing in at the end of this race of lap 14 out of 22. And Lancer within the lead goes into the pits. And I think will he soft combat tires? Yes, he is. He's on a fresh new sauce. He can get lots of positions. Let's see what he can do for the remainder of this race. And the vehicle gets a 5-second penalty for colliding with McLean during the safety car period. And I see some people are split. I think that's Rico. He has gone to stop to meet a couple of tires. And I think the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. It just depends on Rico there. He has to try to close up as quickly as he can. Just so like we don't, so the drivers don't have to go just for the drivers to catch up the safety car, and he has caught up. Okay, so possibly a safety car will come in at the end of this lap. Everyone is on the pack together, and yeah, let's see what everyone else can do. And the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, at lap 16 out of 22. Oh, and Rico almost got contact with Jono. Let's see what these guys can do. Zink is leading. He goes out, exit out of the final corner, and it is like back to racing. And Gabby was close, and he's pretty close to Zink. Sorry, I don't speak English. Oh, and Gabby had a bit of a moment, and now just Marco P2. Unfortunately from Gabby, he's still within a certain range. Can he make a move? Franco goes defending the inside. But he's still trying to maintain striking range, and who's that? That's Kiwi who lost it. Unfortunate from him. He's looking forward to making it to the top points. And Wave gets a 3-second time penalty. And Zink is leading the way. He has gained 1 second, 1.2 seconds ahead of P2. So pretty decent from him. Yeah, I think I remember that, Seb. But Chip, who was in the lead, oh, he is in a terrain. Yep, indeed, Papa. There's always a safety car. Belgium. Yeah, that was a pretty decent one. That's well done. Back then. But Kemp, who was in the lead, about midway half the race, and he tries to make a move from Ultra. And he goes up to P7, and Ultra almost made contact, and he's lost it. Ultra has lost it, and he is now out of the point. That's a pressure from him. But can we make a move? Yes, I can. And oh, he makes, and Kiwi went, I think he went 2 wheels there. for sure from him and Wave, I think has lost lots of position there. And they go slowly down some reason. I think he has a big overtake or something. I think, yeah. And we're gonna get the 5 second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. I think he made a legal overtake for someone. And it also gets fast sparkle, and the DRS has been enabled. Lancer gets the fastest up of 4:45.2 seconds on softs, and Ultra Sparkle goes down into the pit. So does Kiwi, and is that a rain I see there? With only 4 laps left. I think 3, sorry. I forgot about the rain. It was coming in at the end of this race. And Ultra, Kiwi, Sparkle, all on inter tires. And everyone else is on intermediates, and Riz has lost it. You have to be very careful now because it's starting to rain a lot. Can these intermediate drivers get their points finish around the Belgian Grand Prix? Maybe they're like, how are they gonna be so bad? Yeah, I know. And let's burn it down. Welcome in, mate. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult from the drivers that are on hard compound tires. But there's only 3 laps left in this race. But it's gonna be tough. Oh yeah. That is true. It's only Zeng, Gabi, and Wave, and Riz who are on hard compound tires, but Riz goes into the pit. He's maybe going to take a gamble on going on these intermediate tires. So does McClenny. It's gonna be tough. I think some drivers are gonna lose it out, and Ultra has dropped down, I think. It's gonna be quite close. I don't think viewers will be disabled anytime. It just depends on how hard the rain will be. And that's a yellow flag from one of the Williams. Oh, I think that's Riz there. Oh, unfortunate. I think it lost it. That came. And DRS has been disabled, meaning intermediates are the fastest tires to be on. Those people who are on slick tires are gonna have a bit of a trouble because DRS has been disabled and everyone is going into the pit. But oh, some people have decided to say, oh, that's the Lancer and Zinc. Oh, most drivers are on intermediate tires now. It's only Zinc and Lancer, let's get a bit of understeer because of how hard the rain is. It's gonna be quite close. It's only 70 up, and I think Russell locked up a bit, but he still holds on. The gap is coming down quite a lot. It's only 90-second gap between third place driver, which is Chimp. It's gonna be close. He can possibly win the race. He has to close up to those two drivers who are on slick iron. I think it's gonna be a lot of trouble now, with only one lap left after this. Can Lancer win it? He is closing that gap. Only 14 seconds, point 3. It's coming down rapidly from Chimp to between Chimp and Lancer there. I think I gets a 3-second air penalty, so does Gamby. I think it's gonna, and Gamby loses and goes a bit deep. Sorry, I love this, I can't speak. As Jared goes first, Gabby up to P4. But Gabby wants that P4 position so badly, they started the final lap of the race. Froggy gets 5 seconds up before corner cutting. And Zick had to lift a lot there. And Chip has almost got up to Zick. He can get P2, but I'm not sure if Chip can go P1. Chip smoothly goes past Zink there. And I think I'm not sure what he wants to do, but and there is Lancer. Can he get the win? It's obvious that Chip and the Smoker has decided at the last lap. Not for sure from the after driver, but Jim goes past Lancer. And he's up to P1. He is most likely, obviously, it seems like Chip is leading this race. And he is approaching the final sector, final corner. There goes the bus of chicane. And Rico goes up to P2. Jordan gets 3-second air penalty. And Chimp goes exits the final corner to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Amazing stuff from Chimp. Well done on his race win. Chimp is your race winner on the Belgian Grand Prix. Jono gets P2. Gabby gets P3. Amazing stuff from those top three. They had good call to get into those intermediates. Amazing stuff from them. Well done to those top three drivers. And Rico gets driving today in game, but that doesn't matter. It's only a matter of those drivers. And it's Chimp on the step of the podium. Amazing stuff from Chimp there. He gets his race win for Mercedes. Well done from Chimp. And they spray the champagne. But I gotta give props to Chimp there. He has lost out through the halfway of the race, but he goes back on top into first. So Chimp is your race winner, and he gets the top podium. Amazing stuff from Chimp. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, amazing stuff from those drivers. And we'll see you next time for the British Grand Prix next Sunday. But there will be F2 next Friday. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.